tournament, and here it is one more time, the Italian lineup coached by Alessandro Campagna. Italy is the world champion. They won the gold medal last year in Guangzhou, and they made only one change compared to that team. Andrea Fondelli is the only new player in the Italian side. The head coach is Alessandro Campagna, 56 years old. As a player, he won the Olympic gold, the world champion gold, and the European champion gold medal as well. And as a coach, the only missing gold medal is the Olympic gold for him. And there you can see the Montenegrin lineup. They have 4 new players compared to the European Championship 2 years ago in Barcelona, where they finished in the 6th place, which is the first finish ever for Montenegro. So they made that 4 changes. Obradovic, Vidovic, Pješivac and Tesanovic are the new players. And here is the young head coach Vladimir Gojkovic, who was a wonderful player as well. He had more than 300 caps next to his name, and he won the World Championships 15 years ago as a player. And of course, he won the European Championships as well, 3 times actually, and actually with 3 nations, Yugoslavia, Serbia and Montenegro, and then with Montenegro. So he was the member of that team where Montenegro for the first time and for the last time won the European gold medal. It happened in 2008 in Malaga, when in the final Montenegro was able to beat Serbia 6-5 after extra time. So Montenegro won the gold 12 years ago, while Italy, the Settabello, won their last gold medal in the Euros 25 years ago in Vienna, in that legendary final against Hungary, when they beat the Hungarians by 2 goals, 10-8. And before that, in 1947 and 1993, they won the first 2 gold medals. Plus, Italy have 2 silver medals and 6 bronze medals. The last medal for Italy in the European Championships was here in Budapest 6 years ago, when they lost in the semi-final against Hungary. But for the bronze medal, they beat Montenegro by 2 goals, 11-9. Montenegro has 1 gold plus 2 silver medals after the winning side in 2008. 4 years later, they won the silver in Eindhoven, and 4 more years later in Belgrade, they won the silver 1 more time. So that means that Montenegro, in every 4 years since 2008, when they were debuting in the history of Euros as an independent country playing there, every 4 years they won a medal. And of course, they would like to continue this row and win a medal here in Budapest as well. So in every 4 years, it's like the Olympic years, Summer Olympic years. So Montenegro is wearing the blue cap and Italy is wearing the white cap. And the first quarterfinal of the 34th LAN European Championship is about to start, and the first sprint won by the Italian team. The winner of this game will play against the winner of the quarterfinal between Hungary and Russia in the semi-final. Of course, with the World Championship gold medal, Italy already have the berth to the Summer Olympics in this summer in Tokyo, and Montenegro is still fighting for that. From the European teams, Italy, Spain and Serbia has the berth to the Olympics. And there was a first shot in the Italians after the first attack and the first save of the match. Ivovic, Alexander Ivovic, was the top scorer 2 years ago in Barcelona. And so far he is the top scorer in the Montenegrin team. This year as well, he scored 9 times. And the first save in the Italian goalie, Marco Del Lungo. Bellotto. So almost the same team here for the Italians. Beautiful save after a great shot. Still no goal. Lazovic, second save. Now you can see from this beautiful angle as well. Francesco Di Fulvio tried it. And there is the first exclusion from Italy. So 6-on-5 for Montenegro. This could be an equal game. Even the head coaches told this before the match. And there is the first goal on man up. Marko Petkovic is the goal scorer. The Montenegrin number 4. His first goal, of course, today. And his 7th goal in the whole tournament here in Budapest. So far they met 4 times at the European Championships, the last time in Belgrade. It also happened in the quarterfinals, and that time Montenegro won 10-7. And this was their first win over Italy at the Europeans. 6 years ago here in Budapest, they had a draw and the Italian win for the bronze, as I told already. And their first one in Zagreb also ended in an Italian win. And now there is the equalizer for Italy. There was the Italian player just totally free ahead of the Montenegrin goal. So Italy won, Montenegro won. After a bit less than 2.5 minutes. Radovic. Ivovic. Drugoyan, the Montenegrin captain, passing to Ivovic. Now the chance for the shot and the great goal. Montenegro is taking the lead again. The goal scorer is Radovic. Juro Radovic. His first goal today and his 7th goal in the tournament. The youngest player in Team Montenegro, only 20 years old. But he was already in the team 2 years ago as well. Bellotto. Ecenique changing positions, the Italians. Now there is the shot. And goal number 2 for Italy. The equalizer for the 2nd time in the match, and the goal scorer is Gonzalo Ecenique. His 6th goal in the tournament. Gonzalo Ecenique, the Argentinian-born player who was playing for Spain. And 4 years ago, the last Olympics in Rio de Janeiro, he finished with Spain in the 7th place, but he's now the Italian for 3 years. And a missed chance, Stefan Piecivac, but there is a turnover foul, so the ball goes back to Montenegro. Drugoyan. Drugoyan holding the ball, now to the pass and now to the center forward. Nothing happened, said the referee. Italy has the chance to take the lead for the first time in the match. Of course, these two teams not just have a meeting in the European Championships, but they had outstanding matches at the world stage as well. 7 years ago in the World Championship in Barcelona, in the semi-finals, Montenegro won 10-8. And they also played a game here in Budapest 3 years ago for the 5th place, when Montenegro also won by 1 goal. So in the World Championships, Montenegro is leading the head-to-head. But in the European Championships, Italy is ahead. And a chance for Italy, a huge chance, because there is a 5-meter penalty for the Settebello. Stefano Luongo is with the ball. Still have to wait a little. 5 meters is the distance where everybody must be, and Luongo missed the chance. A missed penalty shot. Stefano Luongo, who had a 1-match ban here in Budapest against France, because against Greece he had an act of brutality, and that's why he got that 1-match ban in the group stage. Vincenzo Dolce is the penalized player, and Montenegro is missing the chance on the man-up situation. Having a look at the man-up. Italy had until this match 31 man-up situation, and they scored 12 goals, while Montenegro had 41 and scored 15 goals. So almost the same percentage, around 37% for both teams. Now this is 6-on-5 for Italy. Velotto, Ecenique, back to Velotto, now to the left wing, and then there is a chance for a shot, and they needed to shot because the time runs out, but Di Fulvio missed the chance. Francesco Di Fulvio, who was one of the leaders in the Italian team last year in Gwangju in the World Championship, gold medalist team. And of course, he became the best player in the world, but there is a goal for Montenegro. And Montenegro is taking the lead one more time. The goal scorer is Dragan Drašković. His first goal in the match, and his 9th in the tournament. The number 11, who is 31 years old. He was there 4 years ago in the Olympic in Rio de Janeiro as well. So Italy is just still running behind the result and behind Montenegro. They always must equalize. They didn't have the lead so far. This is Renzutto. Now trying to pass to the center forward, and nothing happened with Icardi. So the ball goes to Montenegro. Icardi, Fioli and Figari are the 3 players from the Italian team who are 2-time world champions, because they won the World Championship gold medal in 2011 as well as last year. And a beautiful save made by Marco Del Lungo. That was a tricky shot from Spajic, who said this is a 50-50 match between the 2 sides. They know each other very well. There is an exclusion from Montenegro, and the chance, and Italy is using it quickly. Stefano Luongo. He didn't score from the 5 meters penalty shot, but now there is the goal on man-up situation. His first goal from 3 shots. Stefano Luongo. 3-3. Last year, the Italian won the World Championship but in the Europa Cup they finished only in the 4th place, and that's why they didn't qualify to the World League final. That is the only big tournament which they never won so far. While last year Montenegro in the World Championship finished only in the 10th place because they lost the playoff match against Australia after a draw on penalty shootout. And in the Europa Cup they finished only in the 5th place, so they weren't there in the World League Super Final either, which took place in Belgrade. Italy stealing the ball, and there can be a chance for the Sette Bello. This is Francesco Di Fulvio. He must wait for the teammates. Only 10 seconds for Italy. Di Fulvio, Ecenique, now to the center forward, and there was Icardi. He touched the ball, but even lost it. So now Dejan Lazovic is with the ball, and this is the end of the first quarter. Montenegro was leading 3 times, but Italy always the 4-man-up situation, and there you can see Ratko Rudic. So the second quarter is about to go, and seems like Italy will win the sprint one more time, and they did. So far the Italians in the group stage had 3 wins. They beat Greece 10-6, France 10-7, and Georgia 18-6. So they qualified directly to the quarterfinal with the first place, while Montenegro in their group beat Slovakia. Then they lost against Croatia by only 1 goal. That was a huge match. And here there is the first time that Italy is taking the lead with the goal of Renzuto Jodice, his first goal in the match. So against Croatia, Montenegro had a loss, but on that match they came back after Croatia was leading by 5 goals. And in the end, they had the chance even to win the match, but in the end they couldn't even save that draw, and they lost by 1 goal, 11-10. After that they beat Germany, and they finished second in Group A. And on the qualification to the quarterfinals. They just had an easy match against Turkey, 17-6. This is Alexander Ivovic. He and Draško Brigorjan are team members in that team which won the European gold 12 years ago. So only 2 players from that team. Radovic, a shot. No equalizer for Montenegro. And there is an exclusion, and it seemed like that the Italian will have a team timeout, but nothing happened. Alessandro Campagna showed that they didn't ask it. So everything is on move, and only 5 seconds now for Italy, and this was a wrong pass. Maybe a shot from distance. That came from the captain Pietro Figlioli, but saved by Dejan Lazovic. In the computer, he has only 2 saves with this, but I'm sure this is his 3rd already. Now this is Alexander Ivovic and Brigorjan, the 2 gold medalists from Malaga. Exclusion from Italy, 6-on-5 for Montenegro. The first foul for Fondelli. Ivovic, just a pass, one more pass, 5 seconds for Montenegro, and there is goal. The second time that they are using this. Marko Petkovic, his 2nd goal. On defense, this is the 2nd time that the Italians didn't pay attention for Petkovic. And from the left wing, he scored his 2nd goal. And the joy of the Montenegrin bench. So it's 4-4 again. I mean, it's tied again, and there is the score is 4-4. This is Figlioli. Di Fulvio. The Italians are playing for until the last time, and then there is the shot. Came from Vincenzo Dolce. And Italy is taking the leads for the 2nd time in the match. Vincenzo Dolce is the goal scorer, who's the first European Championships for Dolce. He was there last year in Guangzhou in the World Championship, but 2 years ago in Barcelona he wasn't. And now Italy is taking the lead again. Ivovic. Petkovic. Ivovic again. It's Brigorjan. Only 10 seconds for Montenegro. A shot from Brigorjan, and he scores. 5-5. The captain, the oldest team member in Montenegro, is playing here in Hungary in the club called OSC. Huge goal. Beautiful shot. Draško Brigorjan. His 1st goal, and this was his 1st shot in the match. Velotto. Di Fulvio. Tight defense from the Montenegrins. Di Fulvio. Velotto. Back to Di Fulvio. Under 5 seconds for Italy. Now their need to shot. And an easy save made by Lazovic. 29 years old, the Montenegrin goalie. He was the member 4 years ago when the last time in the European Championship Montenegro win a medal, a silver. And of course he was there 2 years ago as well when they finished in the lowest and worst finish ever. sixth place. And now Montenegro wins the ball. So now they have the chance to take the lead. They were leading by 3-2 for the last time. After that, Italy took the lead, and Montenegro is always equalizing. Now a shot from distance, which went wide. Shot came from Ivovic. Actually, this was his first shot, and he missed that. Bellotto. Turnover fall. So Montenegro has the chance one more time to take the lead. Ivovic. 3.5 minutes from this first half. Very equal match between two great sides. Čučković. Čučković from distance, saved by the post, and the rebound went to Montenegro. So now, according to the new rules, Montenegro has 20 seconds for the attack. Ivovic. And the turnover fall in the center forward position. And even an exclusion. The Montenegrin number 8, Bogdan Djurdjic. So 6 on 5 for Italy, but first they must swim quickly into the Montenegrin goal. Figari. Fioli. Fulvio. Now one more pass, and there is the goal for Italy. The number 9, Niccolò Figari, is the goal scorer. This is his first goal in the match from his first shot, and his third goal in the tournament in Budapest. Niccolò Figari, who will be 32 years old 2 days later. So when Italy can play in the semi-final, if they win this match, of course that can be and would be a nice birthday present. But of course he must play well to reach that. Brugoyan messing with Ivovic, and an exclusion from Italy. 6 on 5 for Montenegro. The second major for Fondelli, and now 6 on 4 for Montenegro. Even bigger chance. Ivovic, one more pass, and now this time Petkovic didn't shoot. Brugoyan, now Petkovic, and the third time they are making this. No answer from the Italians. Marco Petkovic, third goal. When he got from this attack for the first time, he felt he has no clear chance to score the goal, but for the second time he made the shot and scores. Marco Petkovic, 3 goals next to his name, the top scorer so far in this match. No goal for Ivovic, only 1 goal for Brugoyan. But there is Marco Petkovic, who scored 3 times. Just in the last seconds of the Italian attack, there is the exclusion from Montenegro. Man up for Italy. And the second for Pieshivac. Only 4 seconds for Italy, and the skip shot missed by the Italians. The number 3, Stefano Luongo. From the left wing. Vidovic. Ibovic. Draškovic from distance, and he scores! Number 7 for Montenegro, and they are taking the lead again. Actually, this was a shot which could, from the commentatory position of course, it could be an easy save for Del Lungo, or at least a goalie like Del Lungo. And he even touched it with his shoulder, but sorry, with his elbow, of course, but it just went in. So 7-6 to Montenegro, and we are under the last minute of the first half. Echenike. Fioli. Back to Fioli. Echenike. And now to the center forward, and nothing happened with Di Fulvio. Sandro Campagna is not really sure about the decision of the referee, of course. Draškovic. So one last chance for Montenegro to have a 2-goal lead just at the end of the second half, and a pass to the center forward to Spajic. But the Italians are stealing the ball, and this is how the first half ends. Montenegro is leading by 1 goal against Italy in the first quarterfinal match here in the 34-land European. Rossi's son is playing water polo, but as he said, not in this level. So the third quarter is about to start, and Montenegro is leading by 1 goal, 76 against Italy in the first quarterfinal. And the third time, Italy won the sprint. An easy win one more time for the Italians. After winning the sprint, Luongo just got his punch from Radovic, but the ref said this was just nothing. But now there is the exclusion from Montenegro. So the chance to the Italians to equalize. Fioli. Luongo now to the right wing. There can be a chance for Italy, and they are missing it. Missed chance by Bodegas. No equalizer, and Montenegro has the chance to have a 2-goal lead, which didn't happen so far in this match for neither team. No chance to pass to the center forward, so there is a shot from distance and a save made by Del Lungo. Now to the center forward, and the shot went wide. No goal for Montenegro. The third quarter is still scoreless. Di Fulvio is waiting for the ball, and he got it. Di Fulvio. Only 10 seconds for Italy to attack. Di Fulvio. One more pass. Now the shot, and Lazovic saves it. This time the shot from Pietro Fioli, the Italian captain. And Lazovic was quick enough. And a beautiful steal. No chance for the Montenegrins for that fast break. Ecenique steals the ball, and now he's ahead of the Montenegrin goal. Ecenique got back the pass, and he shot the post and the rebound. Probably Renzuto. Jodice was just a bit too quickly with this rebound shot. And now 2-on-1 and 1-on-1 against the keeper, Drašković, and he missed it. He hits the post. And Drašković shows that he got a punch from Fioli, but the referee said nothing happened. We are lucky because here is the replay for us, and yes, there was a punch from Fioli on the face of Drašković. Missed chance for Montenegro. Still 7-6, still no goal in the third quarter. Italy would like an exclusion from Montenegro, and they got it. And Alessandro Campagna calls the team timeout.
Va bene. Facciamo 11 largo subito con palleggio veloce, immediatamente per Stezza che si apre, d'accordo? Poi casomai Stezza palla a 2, palla a 3 a Francesco vedi, dove è il centrale tu rientri ed esce un po' con Matteo, ma Cialo, ehi, palla Cialo ti apri poi, dai ragazzi, forza dai,
Alessandro Campagna as a head coach. He was coaching Greece as well between 2003 and 2008, and the top result for Greece on those years was a World Championship bronze medal, while in Italy in the last 12 years they won 2 times the World Championships and Olympic silver as well. Only 2 seconds for Italy, only 1, and they are missing the chance. surely this was not what Campagna asked from his team. Now this is Brugoyan. So one more time, Montenegro can have a 2-goal lead against Italy in the quarterfinal. But they are losing the ball because there is a turnover foul against Čučković. So Italy can equalize. And still no goal in the third quarter. And already 4 minutes gone. Figari, under 10 seconds for Italy. Ecenique, and the great block. Rebound went back to Fioli. Block came from Marko Petković, who is so far the best player in this match. Shot from distance, and a beautiful skip shot goal scored by Figari. Second goal for Niccolò Figari from 2 shots. The Italian number 9, 2 times world champion from last year and 9 years ago as well. Important goal, and Italy is the team who scored the first goal in the third quarter after more than 4.5 minutes. Brugoyan. There's a foul, and Dolce is the penalized player. 6 on 5 for Montenegro. Brugoyan, Ivovic. Brugoyan. This is Djurdjic, back to Brugoyan, and then to the center forward, and Spajic scores his first goal in the match. Radim Spajic had 3 shots, and this is his first goal. And Spajic wanted to go for a change, but he came back, as his head coach showed, Vladimir Gojkovic. So Montenegro is taking the lead one more time, 8-7. There were some journalists here in Duna Arena who told me before the match that they feel that Montenegro is able to win against the world champion. Now exclusion for Montenegro, a chance for Italy to tie the game. There's the chance, and what a miss made by Renzuto Jodice. Awful shot, but of course the ball just slipped out from his hands. But this is just a big mistake in these crucial moments in the third quarter, when Montenegro is leading by 1 goal. And as I always mentioned, not just about the word of the journalists, that Montenegro has the chance, that Montenegro in every 4 years, and the Olympic years, always win a medal in the European Championships. And that means that in this year they should win again. So team timeout for Montenegro.
Hoćemo jednu ovu jedinicu, znači kad dođe lopta kod Draška tamo zavuče, ajmo jednu jedinicu probati, Bogdan, Pele, da uđe, lopta na Draška i onda samo jedan godin. Vidi gdje je srednji, ako je vamo daj Draško. Draško!
We saw only 2 goals so far in this third quarter. And Montenegro is leading by 1 goal. Now they are on man up. Vidovic. This is Djurdjic. Goyan. Now to the other side, and there is a goal for Montenegro. Marko Petkovic. Amazing. He just has a wonderful day, scoring his 4th goal in the match from 5 shots. No answer. They can't defend against him, the Italians. And the first time Montenegro is having a 2-goal lead. And slowly Petkovic became the top scorer in Budapest for the Montenegrin side, because now he is on 10 goals, just like Ivovic. Sorry, Ivovic has no goals, so Ivovic is on 9. So Petkovic is the top scorer for Montenegro with his 4 goals today. Exclusion from Montenegro this time. Fioli, and no goal for Italy, no answer from Italy. Montenegro is leading by 2 goals, and they have the chance for that 3 goals lead as well. Especially now, because there is a man up. An exclusion from the Italians. Di Fulvio, his first major. And missed chance. No goal for Montenegro. Bogdan Djurdjic. And we are under the last minute of the third quarter. Some Italian fans here in Duna Arena showing their voice to support the team, and that was a beautiful pass, but a turnover foul. Bodegas. And Montenegro has no chance for this last shot in the third quarter. Pressing from the Italians. Now maybe Ivovic, and a save made by Del Lungo. And now he passed to Bodegas. And Bodegas, too much dribbling from the French-born player. 46% save percentage. Both teams had 13 shots on goal, and Lazovic saved 2 more than De Lungo, and the fourth time that Italy won the sprint. Now, this was, of course, important for Italy. They are trailing by 2 goals. They must score goals to turn this match into their favor. Exclusion, the first, and a red card for the Montenegrin player, the number 7, Stefan Vidovic, is out of this match with a red card. Now that means he's out with substitution, and 6 on 5 now for Italy. Huge chance. Luongo, Di Fulvio, Pioli, Ecenique. No chance to pass to the center forward. Then the shot, and no rebound for Italy. The post saved the shot one more time. Francesco Di Fulvio missed the chance. The player of the world last year. And Di Fulvio has no goal today. And an exclusion from Italy, and Montenegrin commentators got crazy. They wanted a red card as well, just like to Vidovic, but there is only a 5-meter penalty, and the ball in the hand of Aleksandar Ivovic, who has no goal today. Well, let's see what Ivovic can make from this, and he scores! Montenegro 10, Italy 7. Montenegro is leading by 3 goals. First goal for Ivovic from 3 shots. And this is a very important moment. Italy is trailing by 3 goals. And soon it will seems like that they must score from every attack. And they must not let the Montenegrins to score. Exclusion from Montenegro, 6 on 5 for Italy. Di Fulvio. Pass to the left wing, Luongo. Fioli, Di Fulvio, Fioli, and no goal. Lazovic saves it, and the rebound is for Montenegro. Goyan, shot from distance, easy save for Del Lungo. Di Fulvio. Players like Di Fulvio must score, otherwise Italy will lose the match. Di Fulvio. Just a free throw, Di Fulvio, and one more save for Lazovic. Still no goal for Di Fulvio, but of course there is an Italian corner and they can start the attack from 20 seconds. Luongo, Fioli, and Ecenique. There is a huge battle in the center forward position, and now there is the exclusion from there. Ivovic was there in the center forward position, and the block made by Draško Brigojan with his head. What a block from Briguljan. Actually, if he would like to do this, he wouldn't able to, but the Italian player just shot poor head. But now Italy got back the ball after this turnover fall, and the Italians can score a goal neither from man-up, neither from action, and no chance for fast break for Italy either. The Montenegrins defending really well, and in between the Montenegrin goal, Lazovic is making an extra shot efficiency. Only 1 second, and seems like this was an easy one for Lazovic. Now Lazovic is on 55%, or even more. This was his 9 saves from 16 shots, compared to Del Lungo, who is on 33% only. Now the ref stopped the game, and the ball goes back to Italy. They have 20 seconds from the corner, after the corner. Fulvio, Echenike. Echenike has just 1 goal. Di Fulvio has no goal. From the center forward, no goal for Italy. And they are losing the ball again. And the time is just running out for Italy. Only a bit more than 4 minutes to go. And Montenegro is leading by 3 goals and playing really well, especially on attack. But the defense with Lazovic is just great as well. Now an easy save, Del Lungo. But of course, Montenegro doesn't really need to score a goal, but they can't let any to the Italians. But now there is a shot, I think, on this shot of Pietro Fioli, who scores his first goal only in the match. It was all his anger in this shot, with the help of the woodwork as well. This is goal number 8 for Italy. Now they are trailing by 2 goals, but still trailing, and we have 3 minutes and 35 seconds until the end. Čučković. Briguljan. Ivovic. Briguljan again. Only 10 seconds for Montenegro, of course. They don't need to hurry. They can play with the whole time on attack, but now there is no foul given by the ref. It was Bodegas there. Figari. Di Fulvio. Echenike. Not the best of passes. There is a fight in the center forward position, and probably this will be an exclusion from Montenegro. Čučković, and this is his third major foul, so Uroš Čučković is out with substitution, but there is an Italian penalized player as well, Bodegas, so it's 5 against 5 now. And one more save, Lazovic. Montenegro is on the way to the semi-final here in Budapest. But we have 2 more minutes. Ivovic, Bruguljan, clear chance, and a wonderful save made by Del Lungo just in the right time. But no chance for the fast break for the Italians. The Montenegrins swim back quickly, paying attention for the attackers. This is Figari. A beautiful pass to the center forward. What a save, Lazovic! What a save made by the Montenegrin goalie. Clear chance ahead of the Italian player Di Fulvio, who can score a goal. This was his 6th shot in the match and no goal. The player of the year, Bruguljan. Drašković, shot from distance, and the goalie touched it, so corner to Montenegro. This was just the worst thing that could happen with Italy, because Montenegro has 20 more seconds to attack, and they are leading by 2 goals. Even more complicated to Italy, and even less chance for Italy. Of course, Montenegro don't want to do anything with the ball, just hold it. Bruguljan now to the center forward. There is a weak shot from Piesivat. So, the last minute of the match. Italy is trailing by 2. They must score. If they don't, Montenegro will go to the semi-final. Di Fulvio. Figari. Back to Di Fulvio. Exclusion from Montenegro, and of course Alessandro Campagna is calling the team timeout.
Subito facciamo 9 con detti, va bene? Subito esce 14, esce Mike, la palla deve essere a Pietro, va bene? Che sta a 3, d'accordo? Figari esce, Pietro a 3, tu stai a 4, tu stai sul palo e tu sul palo, va bene? Terza sul palo.
In attacco quando le Marco che segniamo dopo, poi in attacco Marco, deve essere pronto. Sì, certo.
2 years ago, Italy was in the semi-final after they won in the quarter-final against Russia, but that was just a very easy game for them, 11-1. But in the semi-final, they lost against Spain, they lost in the bronze match against Croatia, finished in the 4th place. But this time, probably Italy will not be in the semi-final, but they have a bit more than 30 seconds. They must score. Italy is playing the ball quickly, and one more save. Dejan Lazovic, the hero of the Montenegrins. And Montenegro won the first quarterfinal against Italy. What a match, what a game for Montenegro, and what a result for them after they finished 6th only 2 years ago, after they lost in the quarterfinal against Croatia. And one more exclusion, and the Montenegrin fans, commentators and everybody who was supporting them got really crazy here in Duna Arena. They won the match against the world champions, the Italians, the team of the year in Italy last year, and this year in the European Championships they can't reach the semi-final. So that means that